Thank you for flying with us. We look forward to welcoming you on board again soon.
Hi guys, welcome to Rome. Buongiorno, it's day 11 of my Europe travel vlog. I'll be spending 3 days and 3 nights exploring Rome and sharing tips and guides to help you plan your adventure in the ancient heart of the Roman Empire. Let's start by flying into Rome. For those who don't know, the city has two main airports. The first is Leonardo da Vinci International Airport, or Fiumicino, which is the primary and larger airport. It's about 30 kilometers from the city center and well connected by train, bus, and taxi. The second is Ciampino Airport, the smaller airport mostly used by budget airlines. It's located about 15 kilometers from the city center, with bus and taxi options available to reach central Rome. While Ciampino is closer, Fiumicino is the more popular choice for international travelers due to its better facilities and transport options. For this trip, I'm flying into Fiumicino Airport from Geneva with EasyJet. Upon landing at Fiumicino, also known as Leonardo da Vinci Airport, I took a bus to Roma Termini, the main railway station, and then another bus to Mama Roma Shelter Hotel, where I had booked a 2-night stay. The next day was about exploring the ancient city of the Roman Empire on foot. Do you see those people walking in line? That's the queue to enter the Vatican Museum. Expect this kind of long, winding line when visiting the Vatican, especially during the peak season, which typically falls between June to August. Finally, here in Vatican City, welcome to St. Peter's Square! It's a huge plaza in front of St. Peter's Basilica, located in Vatican City, which is the Pope's headquarters inside Rome. In Italian, they call the square Piazza San Pietro, where piazza means square or plaza, and San Pietro refers to St. Peter, one of the 12 apostles of Jesus and the first Pope, after whom the square and basilica are named. St. Peter is an important figure in Christianity, and it is believed that he was martyred for his faith and buried where St. Peter's Basilica stands today. If you dream of visiting this place, it's recommended to book your tickets and tours in advance, especially during peak tourist seasons and in 2025 when the Jubilee will be celebrated. This will help you avoid long lines at the ticket counters and give you enough time to fully explore St. Peter's Basilica and other attractions in Vatican City. Another tip that I want to share with you is that if you want to beat the crowds, try to arrive early in the morning, like before 7 o'clock, especially if you plan to visit St. Peter's Basilica, the Vatican Museums, and the Sistine Chapel. And when planning to enter religious sites, dress modestly by wearing appropriate clothing. While I was at the square, I became curious about this monument and found it to be an incredible sculpture. I learned that it is the monument to the migrants, built to honor and raise awareness about the struggles and journeys of migrants and refugees throughout history. For breathtaking views of Vatican City and Rome, consider climbing to the top of St. Peter's Dome. Inside the dome itself, you get a close-up view of Michelangelo's stunning architectural design and intricate mosaics. Going to my next stop, I walked to the bridge where I passed by the Tiber River and got a view of Castel Sant'Angelo, along with some incredible human sculptures on the bridge. If it's your first time in Rome, you'll find yourself walking on cobblestone streets and through narrow alleys while exploring its iconic landmarks. Rome is best enjoyed on foot, so make sure to wear comfortable shoes with good support to avoid discomfort, as the uneven surfaces and long walks can be hard on your feet. I saw this museum from the street, and it turned out to be the Piazza Navona Underground Stadium of Domitian, where you can check out Rome's ancient sports and architecture. You can take a tour inside with an audio guide to learn more about it. As I'm heading towards the main square of Piazza Navona, I can already feel the lively atmosphere in the air. The square is famous for its stunning Baroque architecture and street performers. It's a great place to grab a gelato, people watch, and soak in the ambience of this historic spot. Plus, there are plenty of cafes and restaurants nearby where you can relax and enjoy some authentic Roman cuisine. At the center of the square, you'll be excited to see the beautiful fountains, especially the Fountain of the Four Rivers. Standing at the top of this fountain is the obelisk of Domitian, symbolizing the power of the papacy and the global influence of the church. The four rivers in the fountain represent major rivers from different continents, symbolizing the church's reach around the world. Did you know that the streets of Rome often have a clear focal point or ending, like this church that stands out prominently? Here's another landmark located in the historic center of Rome, the Pantheon, which is very close to Piazza Navona, and it's about a 5-minute walk, making it easy to visit both in one trip. While looking up what's written on the Pantheon, I learned that M. Agrippa stands for Marcus Agrippa, a Roman statesman and general. The full inscription means Marcus Agrippa, son of Lucius, consul for the third time, built this. This tells us that Agrippa had the original Pantheon built around 2,000 years ago as a temple for the Roman gods. When you walk inside the Pantheon, you will be amazed by its amazing and unique interior. You'll also notice a big open space that feels very grand. Over time, the Pantheon has also become a place to celebrate important people, as it contains the tombs of famous individuals like the artist Raphael. Be sure to visit this iconic piece of architecture that highlights the significance of gods and influential figures in Roman culture. Since Rome is divided into different neighborhoods, one of the most famous ones you shouldn't miss is around the Trevi Fountain. This area is really special because of the beautiful Trevi Fountain, where people from all over the world come to visit and toss coins to make wishes. If you throw 1 coin, it's said you'll come back to Rome. If you throw 2 coins, it's supposed to bring good luck in love. And 3 coins mean you'll marry someone you like. While creating this content and researching, I discovered that Rome is undergoing extensive maintenance and construction work in 2024, primarily in preparation for the Vatican's 2025 Jubilee, which is expected to draw around 35 million visitors. And one major site under maintenance is Rome's Trevi Fountain, currently drained for repairs. Even though the Trevi Fountain is under maintenance, tourists are still keeping up the tradition of tossing coins into a temporary setup. They're now tossing coins over a plastic barrier into a small makeshift pool in front of the fountain. Each year, about 1.5 million euros or $1.6 million are collected from the coins people throw. For the past 15 years, all of that money has been donated to a Catholic charity called Caritas, which helps people in need by providing food, shelter, and support. Rome isn't just about ancient history. There's also a great place to learn about protecting nature. Your family, especially your kids, will love seeing all the different animals at Bioparco di Roma in Villa Borghese. It's a fun educational experience where you can explore wildlife and discover how to help the environment while enjoying a day outdoors. The next day, I decided to extend my stay in Rome by an extra day to visit the Colosseum and explore its vibrant ancient streets. Walking through Rome's historic center, I wanted to take in as much as possible, from the awe-inspiring ruins and hidden alleyways to the charming piazzas filled with cafes and street artists.
Thank you so much.
The moment I stepped foot near the Colosseum, I was blown away. It's hard to believe this massive structure was built nearly 2,000 years ago. I had only heard stories about it and seen it in movies, but now I was actually standing right in front of it. And I'm telling you guys, the sheer size and grandeur of the Colosseum were mind-blowing. Look at those intricate carvings and the worn stones that had seen so much history, from epic gladiator battles to grand events. I couldn't help but picture what it must have been like to be part of the crowd cheering for the fighters in ancient Rome. If you're planning to visit the Colosseum, here are some of my tips. The safest and most reliable way to buy tickets is through the Colosseum's official website. Previously, tickets were booked through Cope Culture, but now in 2024, you can book directly on the Colosseum's website, which is now colosseo.it. I will put down the link on the description box, so check it out. The updated platform allows visitors to reserve a time slot for entry and includes options for additional areas like the underground, arena floor, and night tours, which are often limited and sell out quickly. Another tip that I would recommend is to consider getting the Roma Pass. It is different from a standard Colosseum ticket. The Roma Pass is a city pass that gives you access to various museums, historic sites including the Colosseum, and unlimited public transportation in Rome for a set period, either 48 or 72 hours. However, if you want to see special areas of the Colosseum like the underground chambers or the arena floor, you'll need to book a separate tour since the Roma Pass only includes general entry. With the Roma Pass, you get free entry to one or two major attractions such as the Colosseum, the Roman Forum, Palatine Hill, or others depending on the pass duration. You can purchase the Roma Pass at tourist information points around Rome, at participating museums and sites, or online at romapass.it. Actually, it's best to buy it online in advance to save time, but it's also readily available at info points throughout the city. Anyways, I will also put the link on the description box for your reference. I find that Rome at night has a special charm that's completely different from its bustling daytime atmosphere. You should see how the monuments and streets in Rome are beautifully illuminated when the sun sets. Strolling through Rome at night lets you experience the city in a way that highlights why it's called the Eternal City. Just a friendly reminder to stay aware of your surroundings, as pickpockets can be common in busy areas. I remember once, while watching street performers, a man advised me to wear my backpack in front to keep it secure. And of course, one thing you absolutely have to try in Rome is their famous gelato. I couldn't resist going back to Hedera, where I had some of the most organic and flavorful gelato, along with a delicious crepe. One of Rome's most famous restaurants is Osteria da Fortunata. The place is known for its traditional Roman pasta dishes, and you'll often see long lines of people waiting to get in. While many rave about the pasta, my personal experience didn't quite live up to the hype. That said, it could still be worth a try, as the atmosphere and authenticity of the food are highly praised by many others. I hope this video gives you all the tips and guides you need to plan an amazing trip to Rome. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more good vibes and happy feet adventures.